I can plug the gaps like this. This stuff sticks like tar, and hopefully seals just as well. The grating is watertight, but it surely won't withstand the pressure for long like that. There. That should stop the ship sinking for a couple of days. Yes, I can make out a few distinct orientation points. Perhaps I should compare them with the map. Yes, that point is good. I've noted the point and its direction. Yes, that point is good. I've noted the point and its direction. Yes, that point is good. I've noted the point and its direction. Yes, that point is good. I've noted the point and its direction. Somehow the direction of the landmark doesn't line up with the one on the map. Well, one landmark seems to match, but that's not enough to fix a position. Now we have two landmarks that match up, but I could still be somewhere else on the map. Got it. That has to be my position. I've got it. We're near Malta. The handcart is completely wrecked. The wheel hubs could still be usable, but they're stuck in the rest of what's left. I can detach the wheel hubs like this. The corsairs were attacked from this side. The railing might actually fit in the hole in the capstan. Jamila, can you help me, please? Careful, Jamila. Don't get your fingers jammed. Eight long oars. They keep you moving when the weather is calm. But not when there are only two of you. Anyway, there's nowhere to hook the oars on because the railing is destroyed. I'll stick the oars in the wheel hubs. Four cords per hub. Hopefully this will work in practice the same way as I can imagine it in theory. The anchor. The only thing on this ship that is still in one piece. It seems to be tied up tight. Jamila, I need your help again with the paddle wheel. Thank you. Jamila?
Yes.
I've done it. The leak is repaired.
Great. So now you've got time for the other problems.
I think I know where we are. About here.
Not far from Malta. That's good and bad.
Why?
Our fleet's secret base is in Malta. All the corsairs from far and wide.
That's good, I assume. Or isn't it?
Yes. But the bad thing is that my father had a bit of a falling out with our leader just before we set sail.
What did he do wrong? Steal his ship?
And refused to follow his orders. My father set off on a foray against explicit orders. He couldn't have made a bigger mistake.
Oh.
But anyway, we can consider ourselves lucky if we even make it to Malta. It's our only chance. We have to go there.
I think we can now move the ship again.
Then how is that going to work?
Look, when we drop anchor, the weight drives this pulley. That makes the wheels turn via the cords and pushes the ship forwards, like a mill wheel that's driven by the flow of a river, just the other way around. You get it?
No, but the most important thing is that it works.
We may have to lift the anchor again now and then to keep it going.
I don't care, as long as it moves us forward.
Full speed ahead.
Shortly before reaching the Corsair base, the ship hit a reef and finally broke apart for good. Jamila and Fyodor scrabbled onto land with the last of their strength.
Yes, that's definitely Carlos's ship.
More like its pathetic remains.
The Leviathan will be furious.
Let's go and see if there's anything worth retrieving on board before we bring him the news. Ha! This time Carlos bit off more than he could chew. The Spanish cut you up good and proper.
Served him right. It'll be a lesson to him.
What did you say, Fatso? Huh? What makes you so cocky?
The ship is lost, yes. But what about the Capitan?
All the men are dead. Carlos, too.
Damn.
Better for him. If the Leviathan had seen what had happened, he would have punished him badly.
Stop talking like that.
Hey, Carlos didn't want it any other way. He always played the troublemaker, so what are you getting so worked up about?
Listen, the Spanish simply had superior strength. They had cannon. Lots of cannon.
That's why it was forbidden to set sail on one's own initiative. Absolutely suicidal.
But your father just couldn't get enough.
One more word about my father, and I'll slice you open, fatty.
Stop that! We haven't got time to argue.
Who the hell is he?
A free man. Or do you doubt that?
No. As long as you don't want to stop me taking the rest of the treasures from the ship. The Leviathan insists on it.
Damned barbarians. I ought to stick them all on a spike.
I don't like dragging you out of your thoughts, but I really do have to press on to Tripoli. My brother...
We have to go to Tripoli. I'm coming with you. Forgotten already?
All the better. Then let's get going. We need a ship.
But you heard it. The Leviathan doesn't want anyone to leave.
Hey, Jamila,
Yes.
how are you? I mean, what with your father and everything?
Theodore, what I'm going to say to you, I'm only going to say once. So listen carefully. I swear that I will stand by you until you have freed your brother from the clutches of the Spanish Inquisition. And when that has happened, then it's my turn. I will avenge my father, as truly as I am standing here. Not a day will pass without at least 20 of those bastards being burned, while their leaders beg for mercy. But in vain, because I, Jamila, daughter of Carlos, will be without pity.
Understood. This Leviathan, who is he then? Some kind of talking sea monster?
Something like that. He's the leader of all the Corsairs. His enemies named him that because he's as fierce as he is fearless. And his followers see him in exactly the same way. So we call him Leviathan too.
Great. And how do we get out of here now without his permission?
Not at all?
You are joking.
No. It means that we have to obtain his permission.
Yes, but how?
The big problem is how to get ourselves an audience with him. And for that, we need 5 voices to support us.
5 advocates.
With the rank of captain, like my father was.
If there's no other way...
That's not going to be easy for sure.
These 5 advocates, you think we'll be able to find them? You have to be related or friends with some of them. Or perhaps your father was.
That's the thing. My father never had that many friends. You've heard how the others talked about him.
He was supposed to have been a troublemaker.
But above all, he was a gambler, having something of a run of bad luck in recent times.
Meaning he owed some people money.
No, he owed just about everybody money, and they want me to pay them back. That's really the reason he went on that damned raid. Even if you only wanted to win one of the captains as your advocate, you would still have to do that without my help.
The Corsairs are a people who really are just out for themselves, aren't they?
Lots of different people. And in the end, they're just a whole load of homeless folk who've been thrown together. Now, without my father, there's nothing to keep me here.
I hope we can get away from here before the Spaniards get to Tripoli. Who knows what might happen to my brother then?
We'll free him, and the Spaniards will pay for their brutality.
Have you ever been to Tripoli?
Yes, and I know people there.
Till later then, Jamila.
Take care of yourself.
A blue bird. A large flat stone. They look really pretty. Not lush, but rare. Not an expensive present, but a nice one. Just a bit of greenery in there, and that's one key to a woman's heart already. Lots of birds. Who knows how many treasures have already been buried with that? Just in case I stumble upon one of them. Is this supposed to be a grave? Perhaps it's just a marker. Whatever, no one's going to notice if a few stones are missing. Hola, Capitan.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh.
Can I ask you something?
Fire away, but not too loud. I have the mother of all hangovers.
I need to speak to Leviathan, and I need a few respected men to put in a good word for me.
So why are you asking me?
You are a captain, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. And what good does that do me, eh?
Well, perhaps a fish. I could catch you a fish. Fish is supposed to be good for hangovers.
The only thing that'll do that will be the next jug of rum. Nah, what I need is my tin of smoking weed, an heirloom from my grandmother. I still had it yesterday, but now it's gone, and I want it back, that's for definite.
Your old grandmother's smoking weed tin. Yesterday evening, when you still had it, where were you?
I was, where the hell was I now? You know, I can't remember. And the more I think, the more my head throbs. Damn it.
The hangover won't last that much longer. Do you know anything about the Inquisition ship?
She's supposed to be underway for Tripoli. I don't know any more than that.
See you later.
Yes, till then.
Hello, Captain.
Hola, stranger.
I'm looking for an advocate for me for Leviathan. What can I do for you to give me your vote?
Quite simple. Give me 10,000 pieces of gold, and my vote is all yours.
10,000 gold pieces? I could buy Leviathan himself for that much.
Whatever you say. Keep looking then.
The Inquisition ship. Do you know anything about it?
No, I'm more interested in the store where the Spaniards keep all the gold they steal from their Inquisition victims.
I don't even have a single gold piece, never mind 10,000. Isn't there anything else I could do?
What can you do?
All sorts of things. I'm an inventor.
Good. Then invent me something that will make gold for me.
If I knew how to do that, I'd have done it long ago.
So what are you an inventor of then? Well then let's spend a little time fencing.
I can't do that either.
Then I'll have to find a worthy opponent, if that's at all possible. I'm the best fencer for miles around.
And if I can find someone who can beat you, will you give me your vote then?
Well, that's simply not going to happen, so I'll say yes.
I have to leave. A piece of red cloth. I'll take that. That's a beautiful chest, richly decorated and painted, probably formerly in the possession of a countess or princess. Seems like there's something still inside.
Come on then, roll the dice.
Easy, easy.
No idea what I should ask him. He's absorbed in his game of dice. Hey there. From what I can see, it looks like you found a few more treasures worth playing for.
It's always worth playing. Never mind what for.
Tell me, I got the impression that, in contrast with your fellows, you are actually a little bit sorry that Carlos is dead.
Sure, he wasn't a bad fellow, even if he was a bad player. Always betting way too high.
Then perhaps you might put in a good word with Leviathan for his daughter and me.
Why should I do that? Carlos still owes me half a treasure from his last game. However, if you're prepared to honor the debt, then I'll perhaps consider it.
Half a treasure?
Or Jamila. I wouldn't have objected to her either. But Carlos never wanted to play for her. He was happy just to carry on getting roasted.
Good. Accepted. I'll wager half a treasure. What game are we playing?
Do you know Skull and Anchor? You only have to win against me once, and then I'll speak up for you. If you don't win one single time, then I get the treasure.
The half, you mean? Agreed. What are the rules?
Quite simple. There are 3 dice and 11 penalty stones. The first one to get 6 or more penalty stones loses. You throw twice. On the second throw, though, you don't have to throw all the dice again. You play skulls, and I'll play anchors. If you throw a skull, I get a penalty stone. 2 skulls, and I get 2 stones. Likewise, if you throw 3 skulls, I get 3 penalty stones. If you throw an anchor, you get a penalty stone. And if you throw 2 anchors, you get 2 stones.
And if I get 1 anchor, and 1 or 2 skulls?
Then neither of us gets a penalty stone. With 3 other matching symbols, for example, 3 suns, the opponent gets 2 penalty stones. The symbols are counted after the second throw. Then it's the other player's turn. Understood?
Collect skulls. Penalty stones are bad. I think so. Good then. He who dares wins.
So it would seem.